July 5th, 2018. This is KNN.
Wonderful game coming for you tonight.
Absolutely, Peter. We've got a fantastic night. It's hot, but not as hot as it's going to get here in the barn. Hello, everybody. It's the National Nitro League Summer Classic. I'm Scott Goose Kiesler. And we are very excited to be bringing to you all the Nitro action this evening. We got 4 teams who are going to be facing off against one another. Peter, who have we got?
We've got my team here. I'm getting a little bit of river. We got the House of Forest.
That's right, House of Forest. And also beyond that, we have the House of Rivers. Make some noise.
Coming up next, we have the Red Team, House of Mountains.
And then, of course, last and definitely not least, the wild and crazy House of Lakes. This is going to be an incredible night of Nitro. That's right. The name of the game tonight is Triple Elimination. Each team will face off against another team in the win bracket and slowly make their way down the loss bracket if they lose the game. Finally playing for their life in loss bracket 2. Meanwhile, the win team will meet the loss teams and make their way to the championship, where one team will walk home with the edible trophy tonight, brought to you by Coca-Cola and Candy. Candy, it solves all the problems. Here on the National Nitro League Summer Classic, I'm Scott Goose Kiesler.
And this is Peter Cookie Cook.
And we will be back right after these announcements. Stay with us. Please rise for the national anthem. And welcome back to the National Nitro League Summer Classic. I'm Scott Goose Kiesler.
I'm Peter Cookie Cook.
And we're going to get things started right now with the House of Forest versus the House of Mountains. That's right, House of Forest versus House of Mountains. That's right, a very exciting evening out there, Cook.
Let's get our 2 remaining teams off to the side.
Absolutely.
Clear the playing field for our 2.
We've got kind of an exciting night here for the juniors. They've been getting warmed up all season. I saw some out on the knoll this afternoon doing the classic throwing a wrench at themselves to see if they could dodge that.
Well, I've heard that if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Absolutely. That is a truism, and these juniors have been taking a lot of hits by a wrench just to make sure that they're ready. I'm not sure they remember all of it, but...
Ellie certainly had fun.
Absolutely. Laughs were had. Look, only a couple trips to the hospital. Either way, we're going to make our way down to the floor now. Our officiator for tonight is Dan McGee. He has been calling Nitro for a lot of years. And he was this afternoon. He was whistling at a tree.
Oh, he's been practicing his skills.
He's practicing his skills. It was a little ridiculous, but he kept at it. He's a consummate professional.
Did he shine his whistle yet?
He did. There was about an hour worth of that. I'm a little concerned because he used a very toxic sort of varnish on it, and now he's going to put it in his mouth. So
let's hope he gets out okay.
He's fine. Okay, we're going to go to the floor now, where they're going to do rock, paper, scissors, decide who is going to start with possession. Here we go.
Representatives to McGee, please.
some discussion. They're going to be do best of 2 out of 3 rock, paper, scissors. The trick is to always throw rock.
Oh, really? I've heard that scissors work.
Scissors? Well, let's find out.
Scissors.
My gosh.
Ooh. Paper. Ooh,
An unexpected turn of events. Rock winning the day.
You know, you called it.
I did. Nothing beats rock. It's science. And here we are. So the name of the game is Nitro, and essentially it's going to be a version of dodgeball in which these campers will attempt to knock out the other team in the shortest amount of time possible, and then we will change possession of the ball, and the other team will do the same thing and make sure that they beat the first time if they can. In addition to that, people who hold the ball will not be able to run it. We're just explaining the rules for the people who are watching at home, as this game is being televised to the great big wide world out there. Looks like both teams are ready. They got their feet against the wall. Let's just see if we can understand. It looks like Mountains are going to be shirts tonight, and we have over Forests who are going to be skins. Who's starting with possession of the ball? It looks like it's going to be
I believe it's
Forest here who have it first. Going to be 4-on-4. They're ready to go. The clock is set. There's no point in talking any further. Let's get this thing started. We're going to hear the buzzer go off or the horn go off, and we'll know that the game has started.
I'm excited to see here. We've got some good contenders going on.
Nitro begins against Mountain. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And off we go. Passing is the name of the game here. Down goes one.
One hit. There's a nice bounce there.
Yep.
Solid recovery by the Forest team.
Good throw of the ball there.
Solid movement. Ooh, nice.
A good dodge.
There.
Excellent dodge by Maverick Pope.
Oh
my God. 2. Down he goes.
Oh, another
3 down. He got 1 left. Still no good. 4.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, 4 down.
What a lightning round.
An incredible round. 29 seconds is now going to be the time to beat. So that means at this point, the ball is now going to go into the House of Mountains' hands. And they must throw the ball and knock out the House of Forest in 29 seconds or less. Actually, preferably 28 seconds to make it clear. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the clock over. We're going to put in 29 seconds on the countdowner. Make sure we get rid of that 1 ahead of time there. And it is going to be set. And
I've heard 1 is the loneliest number.
It is. I mean, I believe there's a whole anthem on it. So we're going to go ahead and get that clock set up so everybody can see it. And we're going to come back here. Looks like we're ready to go. And 29 seconds, the time to beat. House of Mountains with the ball. House of Mountains going on the right to the Forest who are on the left. Here we go.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're off. Throwing a no good. Throwing another no good.
Let's get that ball movement going, boys.
20 seconds. 17 seconds. They haven't got anyone out yet. They're going to be playing to beat the clock here. Throwing a miss. Ball's in. And now goes 1. And that's just not going to be enough time, unfortunately, for them.
Just a quick
Okay, so it looks like House of Forest are going to win that one. Now, as a reminder to our players on the stage here, if a ball goes out of bounds, you don't need to go after it. They're going to throw another one right back in. So, House of Forest, congratulations. We're going to go ahead and fix our ladder. And that means House of Forest and House of Mountains are going to come out. Okay, and that's set. And it looks like Forest off to an early start here, looking pretty good. They got their first win. Next up, we are going to get on to match 2. That's right, match number 2 on the National Nitro League Summer Classic. We saw Forest and Mountains. It's time for House of Lakes and Rivers.
Let's have our representatives meet Referee McGee in the center for the rock, paper, scissors off.
That's right. So now we've got 5-on-5 as both teams have 5.
So should we expect some longer times?
A little bit, and you know, from match to match that can happen. While they're doing that, I'm going to get the clock reset.
We have a victory here for the Lakes.
Jen, between matches when they're doing the rock, paper, scissors, can you stand over there and turn the lights on the bunch so we can see? Thank you. All right, so it looks like who won rock, paper, scissors, referee? Oh. Okay, so Lakes is won, rock, paper, scissors. They have elected to dodge, and they have elected to go skins in this game, which means, of course, that Rivers is going to start with the ball and their shirts.
Interesting choice to dodge first. Let's see if it pays out for them, Goose.
Yeah, I think it's a sound strategy. You just got to make sure that you know, you're limber, that you do some stretches. You don't want to pull a hammy. You know, it can be kind of rough. All right, so it looks like we're ready. Here we go.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And they're off.
Solid movement by the Rivers team.
There goes the first one. 2 down.
Wow, that's a cannon of an arm there.
3 down. Oh, nope, only 2 down now. A little bit of a confusion there.
Cannon's loading up here. Solid pass, solid pass. Seems like a little bit of friendly fire there, Goose.
Yep. Oh, and no good. Passing 30 seconds now. Down he goes. Still got another person in there. One last person keeping it alive, and that's it.
Well played with a time of 41 seconds for the Rivers.
Very impressive. A good time of dodging. So maybe the strategy has paid off.
Yeah, we'll see.
Could be.
We'll see.
So we'll see now. They're going to switch places. We're going to set our countdown timer to 41 seconds. Let's see how that treats them. They're talking some strategy out there on the floor. They're spreading out. Makes it a little harder for the hits.
Solid coaching,
Yeah, exactly here. So, again, we've got, looks like House of Lakes now with the ball. They got 41 seconds to beat. And we got the House of Rivers out there. Let's get started. One of these teams will head down to the loss bracket. One of these teams will remain undefeated. Let's see which one it's going to be.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, exciting choice to come off. Solid recovery by there,
There's 1. Down goes 2. We got
like
5.
The Rivers have the winning strategy here.
Three down. Looks like they got one more.
There we go. Solid dodge there. Running clockwise here.
Good dodge. No, he's running with the ball. That can't be right. And he gets him just in the nick of time.
2 seconds left on the clock.
Wow. A by the hair of your chinny chin chin. A valiant effort. All right, so House of Lakes gets it done. Let's go over to our scoreboard. We'll check that out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab that. House of Lakes now, a winner of that one. And the Rivers making their way down to the first
Unfortunate
loss.
for the Rivers.
Yeah, but, you know, it is not a deal breaker because it's triple elimination tonight. So that means they have to lose 2 more times before they get themselves knocked out of here. So that's good news for a lot of people. But in the meantime, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back right after this with more National Nitro League Summer Classic action. I'm Scott Goose Kiesler.
And I'm Peter Cookie Coon.
And we will be back right after this.
Katie. 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 Romance the rain.
And I don't know which is more disturbing, the police officer or the beaver, but here we are anyways in the National Nitro League Summer Classic. I'm Scott Goose Kiesler.
And I'm Peter Cookie Cook. We're coming back for our Lost Bracket quarterfinal.
That's right, the lost bracket, which means that the two teams that lost in the previous matches, that would be the House of Mountains and the House of Rivers, are going to make their way out onto the floor now to face off against one another.
Go.
So this is going to be Mountains versus Rivers, and it's
One for the ages.
It really is. This is one. In fact, Rivers have been cutting away at Mountains for centuries.
But Mountains have hold firm.
Yes, they have, and yet they keep coming up out of the ground. They seem to be somewhat unstoppable and indomitable force.
Let's hope these are igneous rocks.
Okay, so now the rock, paper, scissors have been thrown. Looks like House of
Mountains starting out with the ball.
That's correct, and they're going to be shirts. Meanwhile, Rivers is going to be skins, and they'll be dodging. So let's see how that treats them. We're ready to go. Both of these teams have suffered a loss. One of these teams will hold fast with one loss. The other team will be going down to be playing for their life after this. Here we go.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're off.
Solid recovery by the Mountains.
Okay, down goes one.
Got a nice throw coming out. A bounce, though.
Bill seems to be running with the ball. Doesn't quite work.
Solid pass to his teammate, though.
Yes, absolutely.
Good recovery here for the Mountains. There we go.
That was another. Looks like they've got two left.
Both of them running the same way. Let's see if that strategy works out for them.
This is a technique I've seen done before, the counterclockwise motion. It does have some effectiveness if they can get it to work. There goes three, one more left.
I've heard the Coriolis effect can have some impact here.
It does. Now the trick is, does he keep running? Oh, and down he goes. 45 seconds.
Some confident words spoken by the Mountains.
$45 seconds is going to be the time to beat here. We're going to set the countdown clock to exactly that. It is
3/4 of a minute there.
Yeah, that's true. Not the worst time, not the best time, sort of middle of the road from what we've seen. Nobody's gone up over a minute yet today. That's okay. Now, that means that we have the House of Rivers with the ball. They need to do this in 44 seconds, or they make their way down to the lost two bracket, which you'll have two losses. Kind of tough to be, place to be, not impossible. Let's see how they do.
Playing for their lives.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Down goes one already.
Here comes the cannon of the...
40 seconds left. Oh, throwing at his own
Friendly
guy.
fire,
A little bit
fire.
confusing there.
Seems like the Rivers have gotten the Mountains cornered.
Yeah, they're moving fast. 26 seconds, a little bit of confusion. You got two left now.
Two left, an extra ball coming into play. Seems the lights are having a little bit of an effect here.
15 seconds left. He throws, he misses. This could be costly. 8 seconds left. You got two still in. This is looking pretty rough.
Oh, my
It's
word.
a long across throw and a desperation, and it just doesn't quite get it done.
Unfortunate loss for the Rivers there.
Yeah. Difficult play, didn't quite get it. There we go. Okay. House of Rivers takes a tough loss there. Mountains keeps themselves alive. Rivers now on their way down to lost bracket 2.
Looks like our next match coming up will be between the Forests and the Lakes.
I think that's a good guess. Let's take a look here. Moving right along on the National Metro League Summer Classic, we do exactly have that cookie. You're correct. Forests and Lakes are coming out on the floor to match off. One of these teams will emerge undefeated. It's a wonderful place to be.
A lot of security right there.
Yes, indeed. So we've got Forests and Lakes. Okay, taking a quick break down on the floor there.
We can have a representative from the Forest team out to McGee.
They'll turn the lights off once the match starts. Right now we need plenty of light to see the rock, paper, scissors. Again, always want to throw a rock in these situations. Neither of them threw rock.
Oh, rock on the first round there.
So, yeah, I don't know. What can I tell you?
Are you a fan of Rock Goose?
I got to tell you, nothing beats rock. I don't know. If I had a pair of scissors and someone had a giant boulder, I think I'd lose. All right, so here we go. Looks like House of Forests is going to start with the ball, if I'm reading that right.
Yes, you are, Goose.
Oh, just good, just good. Okay, so that means Lakes is going to be dodging first. Let's get ourselves set up here. I did not get the clock correct. Let's get that set now, and we'll get that back where it needs to go. And it looks like we'll be set in just a second here. Yep, and it is now reset, and we are set to go. Two undefeated teams, juggernauts in their own right, will be facing off against one another. Which team will finally suffer a loss? Which team will be sitting pretty? Let's find out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Solid strategy, not going for a throw first off, going for toss.
Down goes one.
Ball comes out into play. Seems like the Dodgers have decided to clump together.
Down goes two. Looks like we've got three left.
Down to just one.
No, that one's down. Oh, downward to two. Okay, we got one left.
Final member here for the House of Lakes.
And that's it. Wow, there seems to be some pattern here. A very consistent crew. 41 seconds. That's a good time.
Consistency here plays out.
Absolutely. Okay, so
They've been eating their fiber.
yeah, it's nice that they're regular in that way. Absolutely. Here we go. Okay, so the clock is now set. Countdown set. All right, so 41 seconds is going to be the time here that everybody's going to want to try to beat. Our dodging team is going to see if they can keep it going for 42. Here we go.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Off we go. Forest versus Lakes. Down goes one.
3 on the field for the Forests.
30 seconds left. Decision on the passing. Some long throws. You got to pass that ball. 20 seconds left.
Solid dodge there.
15 seconds.
Down to just 10.
Good dodge. 8 seconds.
3 members still in the field.
And that is going to do it. House of Forests continues their undefeated streak. House of Lakes suffering a loss.
First loss, though.
First loss. Not at all tragic because they got to lose 2 more times to be out of this tournament.
Lost bracket 1 next.
Let's see here.
Okay.
Okay, so now. Okay, so we're at that time when we must hear from the people who pay our bills. So we're going to take a little commercial break right now here in the National Nitro League Summer Classic. We'll be right after that. We're back after this. I'm Scott Goose Kiesler.
And I'm Peter Cookie Cook.
We'll see you then.
That's all right, son. Get right back up. You're all right. Oh, check out that Buick.
Wow, that's nice. But if that's a Buick, then my kid's Cam Newton.
Ready! Damn! Blue 42 set up.
I'm open. Go. Come on. Yes.
Some people just can't believe the new Buick.
That's a good-looking Buick right there. That's a Buick, and I'm a supermodel.
Nice play, Billy.
Miranda Kerr?
Welcome back to the National Nitro League Summer Classic. I'm Scott Goose Kiesler.
And I'm Peter Cookie Cook. We've had an incredible bunch of games so far, but let's see if we can top it off.
That's right. We're going into the Lost Bracket semifinal right now, and this will determine who here takes potentially a second loss. Let's see who that's going to be. We're going to ask people to stop hitting the Jumbotron. Okay, so we need Lakes versus Mountains right now. Lakes versus Mountains out on the dance floor, please and thank you.
If we could have a representative from each team, meet Dan McGee in the center of the ring.
Yep. Now, this is a new matchup. I don't believe these two teams have faced each other yet this evening.
Let's see how their strategies work out against each other, Scott.
I have a funny feeling this is not a match you see very often. Lakes and Mountains seldom ever fight. Seldom ever. They just kind of sit next to one another and do their thing. I guess, now we're going to find out which is more powerful.
Looks like the Lakes have won the rock, paper, scissors off here.
Correct. And it's a 5-on-5 situation, it seems like.
I feel like this is the first one that we've had all evening.
Okay, there's a bit of a discussion of who's going to do what.
Seems that they've elected to lose their shirts.
Yes, this is Lakes. They're going to be shirtless this time around. It's a good choice. It's a hot room. You want to make sure that you've got good ventilation. And it looks like that Mountains will start with the ball in this situation. Okay, and we're going to get the clock, of course, set. And that's set there, and then we're going to reset the time on it. And that's set, and I'm just to make things a little bit more interesting, we're going to go ahead and rehaze the room. So we've got laser lights tonight, brought to you by Light. It makes things brighter. Lights. Bring light into your house today. Here we go.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're off.
Seems like the Lakes are doing a great job dodging so far.
Down goes one.
Commentator's curse.
Oh, thrown in his own guy. Probably not recommended.
Mounts have elected for a throwing strategy instead of a passing strategy here.
Seems to be some confusion. A lot of long throws, which doesn't help the situation. There goes another.
Pushing the 40-second mark.
A lot of long throws, not helping. They got to make sure they pass that ball.
Longest match we've had so far, Goose. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, they're having a little bit of trouble out there. They're trying to throw the balls. There goes another one. Oh, he's hit the same guy twice. And we're now past 1 minute. It's going to be the longest game we have so far. Down goes another. We got one left.
One left. But a solid job here.
Throws and a miss. Here comes the replacement ball.
Opting for the clockwise strategy.
And that is that.
1 minute, 25 seconds is the time to beat.
That is an incredible work of dodging. That is a lot of time to have to burn off a clock. 1 minute 25. It's not the highest number I've ever seen, but it's up there. Certainly for tonight, it absolutely is the highest number that we've seen. So now we've got House of Lakes here feeling pretty good about themselves.
Mountain's not known to be moving.
Yeah. So they got a lot of time to work here. So House of Mountains have to burn off 1 minute 25 seconds from the clock. Let's see if they can do it. They're gonna have to move a lot and fast.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And Kapowie, here we go.
Solid pass out to start.
The word I just made up. Kapowie.
Well, that was bad, man.
Sort of like poopity scoop, but just a little bit different.
Except you didn't get paid to make that one up.
No, I didn't. Now some time getting burned off the clock here, pretty good. Now down to 1 minute. Now goes one. Now goes two.
3 left on the field. Great dodge there by Mountain's player.
3 down. Oh, 4 down, 1 left. Is that it? That's it.
That's it.
So that's it. They get it done in the time necessary. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's see how that does. Let's bring the lights back up. We'll go ahead and enter that into the... Okay. So the winner of that one was Lakes. Yep. And then we'll put Mountains down here. Okay. And we've got that. Next up is going to be the win-loss final.
I believe it is Lakes versus Mountains. Let's see if my connection's here.
Coming up next in the National Nitro League Summer Classic, we are going to do the win-loss final. That puts the Forest back against Lakes once again. So that means we need the Forest and the Lakes back out on the dance floor. They meet again. Let's see how they do this time. It's a little bit different. Forest not having suffered a loss. Lakes having suffered 1 loss.
We'll see how the rock, paper, scissors goes to break it down this time.
They met with each other earlier in the season, Forest being victorious.
Let's see if that experience this season changes things. Seems
All right, so Lakes has chosen shirts and dodging. Forest will be skins, and they'll start with possession of the ball. A little unpredictable. Didn't see that coming. But a bold choice, I think. Let me just get this thing reset. Okay, and they're set. And we're going to reset the clock. They are set. Forest undefeated tonight. Lakes suffering a loss to them is back for payback. Let's see who comes out victorious. Hard to beat the same team twice in one season.
Very hard.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
pass coming out. First throw unsuccessful.
Oh, we got 2 balls in. That's taken care of pretty quickly. No hits yet. Down goes 1.
Passing the 20-second mark.
Down goes 2. 3. We have 1 more.
He's running like a madman.
And that is 4.
35 seconds. That's quite quick for today.
It is a good time for them. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, Forrest on fire tonight, no doubt about it.
Let's call in the firefighters.
Okay, countdown clock is set.
Let's hope they don't burn out.
That's right. Here we are again. It's looking pretty dark in the room. We're gonna do a couple more rounds worth of laser light, then we need to bring the lights up. Here we go.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're off. Not a lot of time, 35 seconds. They got to move fast.
10 seconds off the clock.
Down goes 1.
Gonna pass up.
12 seconds left. Not a lot of time.
Long shot. Not working out.
Just not going to do it this time. And that is that.
Forest
That is-
continue their undefeated streak.
Yes, Forrest looking very good here. That means that the Forests, if you're keeping score, are undefeated now and will be headed to the championship
Sponsored by
undefeated.
Coca-Cola.
That's right, and candy. It solves everything. So this is a situation where Forests, when they play in the championship, now have to be beaten 3 times in order to lose.
My word.
My sweet Lord.
They will have a couple minutes rest, which may
Yeah.
give them an edge.
Moving right on with our next match here, we're going to go down to the loss bracket, which is going to now feature Rivers versus Mountains on the floor. This is an elimination match. One of these teams will go home after this match. So once again, Rivers and Mountains now out on the floor. Rivers and Mountains. Let's turn the lights on so we can see rock, paper, scissors.
Our representatives in the center of the ring. Seems like Rivers have gotten the coin flip here.
That looks like it. They have decided to go with shirts and dodging. Rivers and Mountains. Let's just make sure we have the right graphic up there so we understand who we're watching. Okay, it looks like they're set. Let's get the clock reset. And that's taken care of there. And we got 2 teams set. Now, Peter, this is a very important match for both teams because one of these teams will be eliminated from the tournament after this loss. So we're going to see who really wants it more. It's going to be kind of an exciting time here. 4 on 4. We have, it looks like Rivers is going to be dodging.
Yes,
Mountain
sir.
starts with the ball and their skins. Let's see what happens.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Their tournament lives depend on it. Let's dodge, dodge, dodge.
Clock is running. Throw and a miss.
Moving as a pack.
Oh, there goes 1. There goes 2. It's happening fast now. 3.
My word.
Good dodges. That's 4.
32 seconds flat.
Very nice time.
Hard time to beat. Let's see if the Rivers can put up the work.
Okay, 32 seconds. It's not an impossible time. We saw somebody do it in 29 tonight, so we know that that's possible. And we're going to see here now. It looks like Rivers has got the ball. They've got to move fast. Let's see how they do. This is for staying alive in the tournament. House of Rivers now with the ball. They've got to do it in a short amount of time.
Begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're off.
Solid throw to come out.
Throw and a miss.
Rivers not passing very often here.
Oh. Throw and a miss. 17 seconds left.
Olive Mountain still alive.
Eight seconds left. And it is just going to be the end of it. Just going to be the end of it.
Mountains keeping their tournament lives alive here.
Yep, did a good job here. Let's bring the lights back up.
They've got a long bracket to work through to see if they'll get to the finals.
Absolutely. Well done for Rivers tonight. A valiant effort, but just in the end, couldn't get it. Couldn't close the deal. All right, now. Forrest getting a nice long break on this one, and we're going to move right on to the very next match. Lost bracket final 2. This is going to be Lakes versus Mountains. Lakes versus Mountains out on the dance floor, if you please. Let's get the room lights up, please. Mr. Jen Purdy, thank you very much.
One representative from each team, please meet Mr. McGee out in the center of the ring. Seems that Lakes have yet to elect a member.
Yeah, they're busy flossing down on the floor.
Dentist approved. Unlike our sponsor tonight, Candy. It solves everything.
It does solve everything. Please don't hit our Jumbotron, Russ McCarter. There you go. Lakes wins. Let's leave the lights on at this point, Mr. Purdy, as I think at this point it's now going to be a safety effect. Oop, and it's a little blurry there. Okay. Looks like Lakes will start possession of the ball. Mountains going to be Skins. Is it 5-on-5 tonight?
We might expect some longer times out of this match.
Let's see what happens. Now, again, yet another example of two teams who are going to be playing for their lives here. One team will be going home after this match. One team goes on to face the House of Forest, who have yet to lose a match tonight. Let's see what happens.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're off. Down goes one very quickly.
Ball's coming back out. Nice dodge. Seems like they're singling out members this time.
15 seconds up. Throws against the floor, not very helpful.
It was just a pass.
Oh, still no good. Down he goes. 28 seconds. We got 3 players still in.
See if they've come over near the commentator's booth. Divided clockwise and counterclockwise strategy.
Passes, but just not fast enough. It's a short bullet pass game. Down goes another. We got 2 left.
Right on the tip of his shoe.
A missed pass.
pushing the minute mark.
Down he goes, one left.
One left.
We got one left in there. Throw and a miss. Throw and a miss. Oh, is he out? He's out. Okay.
1 minute and 12 seconds is the time to beat.
That's a lot of work. No, we're going to leave him on. Nope. 1 minute, 12 seconds. It's a lot of time to cook off the board, Cookie.
Thank you, Scott.
Yep. So now, Mouse and Mountains has a lot of room to work. 1 minute, 12 seconds.
Let's see if they can use that time to full effect here.
Yep, and you got some little guys over on Lakes, which is helpful. They're a smaller target. That can be advantageous. They could use that to their effect. Now, the importance of this match cannot be overemphasized. These are two teams that have worked all season to try to keep themselves alive in this tournament. They've gone up against a tough juggernaut, the Forest. They're sort of like the New England Patriots of the Nitro League. And but now they're facing off against one another. One of these teams is going home. Let's see how they do. They're going to line up against the wall. We're going to get started.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom goes the dynamite. We're getting started here. Down goes
Starting
one
right away.
and he's just kicking himself here.
Solid dodge there.
Down goes two.
Long pass throw.
We got
Doesn't
three
think
left in. They're going to have to make the most of this situation. Long throws are certainly good dodge.
Down to 50
50
seconds.
No good. Doesn't count.
That was a second ball in play.
Yes, it's very confusing.
40 seconds.
40 seconds. Down goes another. Got two left.
Solid pass out.
There goes. We got one left. 29 seconds.
Seems like he's getting across from the ball here.
Cookie, his strategy was try to be at the opposite side of the room, and it's just not enough.
Solid passing there by the Mountains.
Absolutely.
An avalanche seemed to hit the Lakes here.
Mountains keeps themselves alive in a very tough time. Now, it's kind of an interesting turn of fate because Lakes there had been doing pretty well for a little bit and then got knocked down to the bracket, into the loss bracket, and Mountains now rallying. And this will be an interesting match when we get to the end here.
Let's see if they can reset the bracket here.
Absolutely. Now, before we do that, we're going to take one final commercial break to pay the bills. We'll be back right in a moment. I'm Scott Goose Kiesler.
I'm Peter Cookie Cook.
And stay tuned for more National Nitro League Summer Classic right after this.
Good afternoon and welcome.
What?
I said good afternoon and welcome. Can we lose the masks? Just take them off. How can we be a secret... How can we be a secret society if we can't keep all of our secrets?
Do they know we faked the moon landing?
No, not yet.
Or that there are only 49 shades of gray?
They're suspicious, but that's not what I'm talking about.
What about Bigfoot?
Bigfoot's not real and everyone knows that.
Did they figure out we deflated the football?
No, we found a fall guy for that one.
Bigfoot's definitely real.
Nope.
We'll just have to agree to disagree.
What about Area 51? Do they know about that?
No.
How about Area 52 to 54?
No, stop saying areas. No areas plus a number.
Literally hundreds of photos of Bigfoot.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw him once. Wait, Bigfoot? I'm getting it wrong. Paul Bunyan?
Point is, someone is leaking this stuff.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm not looking at you, Anne.
I've seen his footprint when I was
Scott! What they do know is that avocados from Mexico have good fat.
So they know they're healthy.
They know everything. Kyle, are you streaming this?
Is that not cool?
No, it's not cool. That's what secret means. It's a secret society.
Oh, wow. Secret. Yep. Hey, I got a like.
You got a like?
That was me.
I like you too.
At least they don't know about subliminal advertising.
That's not even a thing, right?
Eat them! What the? Avocados from Mexico.
And welcome back to the National Nitro League Summer Classic. I'm Scott Kuchler.
I'm Peter Cookie Cook. We've had a long road here to the finals, and Rivers and Forest are still undefeated. Let's see if the Mountains can bring them their first taste of loss.
Thing of beauty, we've got the Mountains versus Forest. My God, Cookie, this is where we started the evening.
That's true.
This is where we started. This is the two teams that started off the tournament are now going to finish off the tournament. Let's get Mountains and Forest here for a rock, paper, scissors.
If I remember correctly, Forest have to lose 3 times to the Mountains in order to taste defeat.
Now, I have seen it happen. It seems improbable, but it is possible. But Mountains has got to move fast. Forest is legendary for their quick action time. Some discussions on strategy out there. They want to make sure they pick the right one. Okay, they're going to start possession.
Chosen to throw first.
And skins. Forest will be shirts. Mountain skins. 4-on-4 is the number we're looking at. Some discussion on strategy down there. Okay, so now both teams are ready. Just to make it a little interesting, we're going to go ahead and fill the room with a little bit more haze. Get those lasers to do their job. Okay, so here we go. This starts the great championship process. Will be a long one, a short one, I don't know.
This could be the end here.
Nitro begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's in the hands of the players now. Through the haze, we see all members of the Forest are still standing.
Oh, still no good. Can't seem to get people out here.
Seems to be few woodsmen among the bunch.
Mountains looking a little desperate in their throws. They're aiming low. That's not helping them. Down goes one. Down goes two. Oh, down goes two.
Long throw.
2 more. These long throws aren't helping them. They got to pass the ball. Oop. There goes 3. 1 more.
Pushing the 50-second mark.
Still no good. And that's going to be 4.
Just under a minute for 59 seconds.
Not impossible, but not the most ideal time if you're now trying to dodge. They're hitting the Jumbotron here. Let's see here. Countdown 59 seconds. Okay. I think we're set now. House of Mountains has 59 seconds they got to burn off the clock. House of Forests, very simply, has to get it done in a shorter amount of time than that. If they win, if Forest does it, that is the ball game. If, however, Mountain stays alive, we go to another runoff round as they need to win 3 times. It's a very exciting moment. It's almost palpable. You can feel it in the air.
Taste it in your mouth.
Taste it in your mouth. Smell it in your nose. Run it through between your fingers. It's a
championship moment.
It is. You can almost hear a hush fall just across the crowd with anticipation.
Almost.
Almost. All right. Here we go. Could this be House of Forest's big moment, or is House of Mountains going to rally and keep it alive?
Nitro begins
Let's find out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
work.
One.
Some solid passing through here.
2 down.
43 seconds left on the clock.
40 seconds left.
Solid dodge. Seems the Forest have paired off here.
3 down. 1 left and 25 seconds to do it. And it's done.
Forest go undefeated throughout the season.
Unbelievable night for the House of Forest. They win it for the junior unit. Unbelievable. What a great moment. We're going to have our efficient Mr. Dan McGee come over and get the edible trophy. And let's have the House of Forest out on the floor
to accept their prize.
House of Forest. Dan McGee, let's make sure that everybody receives no more than 1 drink and 1 piece of candy. And they're all going to just reach in there like wild men. And they're going to go ahead and get that there. What an exciting moment for the House of Forest. This is actually the second Nitro tournament for the House of Forest. Midler's won it on Tuesday.
Seems they have a powerhouse. Maybe on the seniors they'll make it a 3-fer.
Yeah, if they do, that would be actually kind of impressive. We might have to have some sort of all-star game.
Sounds good.
So.
Have you tested for PEDs tonight?
Right, exactly. So in the meantime, we're going to call it a night. Want to congratulate House of Forest one more time. I'm Scott Goose Giesler.
And I'm Peter Cookie Cook signing off for the National Nitro League Summer Classic.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again for the senior unit version coming soon.